Hello everyone, this is Helen H and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. I wanted to show you, I completed my journal that I made in this vintage stationery folio. You know, back in the day we used to write letters all the time, and I can remember as a kid having some folios, not like this with the roses and stuff, but with little animals and stuff, because I used to have pen pals. So I loved getting stationery even back in the day. So what I did was, it is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I covered the stitches with this pretty fabric, this pretty red and white floral fabric, and then I put this vintage rickrack right down here. And it does have the little metal corners on all 4 of the corners, front and back here. And so on the inside, this is the slots here where the envelopes were for the stationery set. So I just have a piece of this pretty vintage paper, writing paper, lots of places to journal in this one. And that goes in there. And then here's another piece of writing paper. And this one also opens up, and it's a pretty hummingbird with some flowers that lives in this one here. And then I've got the book plate here that I used the floral one, and it's on this pretty rose scrap paper. So here on this page, I've got a tuck spot. It is this card that says "Be Beautiful" with the roses. This is scrapbook paper here. I've rounded the edges to make it pretty. And then I have this little cluster thingy here. Well, it's just paper with the beautiful sticker on it. And then this is a little card that I made out of scrapbook paper. And this has a little faux vintage or faux postage stamp on it. And that lives in there too. This is beautiful computer paper, you know, that you write letters on a computer. And I just put this little tab on with this vintage, it's in a little embroidered fabric here. And then I put lace on this side here that has this ruffle. And then on this side here, I put a little bulb pin with a little jewel right here. And then this is a different vintage lace here. This is a piece of writing paper from a little writing pad. Here we have a pocket on this page, and this pocket has this beautiful, this is actually an image of an embroidered rug, but it's floral. You can't tell it's a rug. This is actually a piece of the paper from the set. This was the one that the rose, you know, came with this set. So there's a piece of paper. I just folded it like that so that your writing could stay private if you wanted it to. And then I put this little piece of paper in. This is scrapbook paper, and it has some beautiful gold foiled stickers with flowers on it. And that lives in there. Then on this page, I have one of these, I think it's called a banker's envelope if I'm not mistaken. And in here, there is this little booklet using scrapbook paper on the outside, and then it's got vintage ledger paper on the inside. So just a little booklet goes in there. And also on this banker's envelope, I have one of those beautiful foiled floral stickers with the gold foiling on it also. And I just thought the blue went well with the blue and the flowers here. This is a page from a garden book, a vintage, very vintage gardening book. It's called Garden Flowers of America. This is some beautiful scrapbook paper that just has a nice textured look to it. And then this is actually, this flower with the butterflies is the back of an envelope. And it's on a piece of scrapbook paper with this tiny little vellum envelope with another foiled sticker. This one looks like a faux postage stamp with flowers on it. And inside this tiny envelope is a piece of paper that has flowers on it, and it's just folded in half like this. You can write a secret note or some journaling you don't want somebody to read and tuck it in there. Some more beautiful floral scrapbook paper. This is carnations. This is a piece of wrapping paper that I just kind of organically tore, and it's got flowers on it. This is one of my watercolor stained coffee filters, and I folded it up so it's a little tuck spot, and it has this piece of vintage looking collage paper. It's blank on the back for writing. And then here's another piece of little paper, floral paper, that's also blank on the back for writing. And these are nice and thin, so you can also collage them on. This is a piece of non-printed newsprint, you know, the unprinted newsprint. Here we have a pocket on this page, and this is another embroidered rug, but again, you can't tell it's a rug. I just love the beautiful flowers on it. Here's another piece of writing paper that I made into a little fold like that. And then here is a vintage vellum envelope. This vellum envelope is for stamps, for stamp collectors. And I just made a little journaling card out of a piece of scrap of paper with daisies on it. And I inked the edges and everything. And it's really cool because it peeks through that vellum envelope like that, or not vellum, it's not vellum, it's whatever that crackly paper is. But there's that same paper here, so you can see it here and here. It's this beautiful daisy paper. This is just a piece of old flyleaf paper with a piece of daisy scrapbook paper. This is a little piece of coffee stained paper that is from a notebook. And this is a piece of vintage stationery writing paper. It's called Hazy Days, and it's got a beautiful little bouquet there. And then here we have it's a hairpin, but I'm using it as a clip, and it's got this little flower with crystals. And it's holding in this envelope I made from a book about flower arranging. And I made one of these tall, like banker's envelopes. And then on the other side is this cute little note. This is vintage stationery. So that I just have tucked over the top of the page like this, holding both of these, the envelope and the little note card in, like that. So on this side, you can see the little design from the note card. This is a little piece of Japanese paper. This is the inside. This is the rose paper. And this little thing clipped to the top is actually a place card for writing, you know, on a table, writing who's sitting where. But it has the flowers on it, so I thought that would be a cute place to journal. So I just clipped that on with that paper clip. And this is the inside of the book. So on the ends of the cords, I have this stamp of roses, and I colored them in, and it's the same on both sides. So it's just not plain, so it's something fun, right? So there's that paper. Here's the Japanese paper, and the reason I put the Japanese paper is I think this is made from food, I'm not sure, but his little ears are made from some kind of leaves. And I thought he'd be so cute for a floral or garden themed journal like this. So that paper. This piece of, this is that yellow writing paper. I put a tab made from a tag that has like collage botanicals on it. This is the coffee stained paper. Here's just a little thing I made with some scrapbook paper, a piece of old book page, and then a sticker with yellow flower and foiling. The daisy paper. This is from a gardening book. This is the newsprint. Here's the other side of my coffee filter tuck spot, and it has this beautiful playing card in it with the birds and the flowers. And then it's got this vinyl sticker that has this flower bouquet in like a wooden vase. It's really cool looking, but I thought they looked nice together in there. There's the carnation paper. Here's the other part of the envelope, and it has got a mint colored index card, and this is a piece of art. I'm not sure if this is Monet or who this was. This is a piece of famous artwork. It was from a game called Close Up, where there was just pieces of artwork, and I guess you had to guess whose picture it was or whatever. But I thought that would be pretty in here because it's floral. And this little paper clip has a charm on it that says dream in green, like enamel. Here's another one of these floral rugs right here. That is a nice ephemera piece. This textured paper. This is a beautiful botanical sticker. Not sure what kind of flower that is. And then here's the top of that Garden Flowers of America page, that vintage book page. This is vintage wallpaper. Now this wallpaper is from, I'm guessing, the 30s or 40s. It is actually paper that is like block printed, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but the gold is actually metallic. And so I put a little sliver of it over here with a little pink butterfly to pick up the pink in the wallpaper. And then here's another piece on this page. And then this page is this other daisy writing paper. And I have a flip out here. This is a part of an old, a vintage card, like a little vintage greeting card. Here we have a double pocket, so it has this beautiful collage paper on the back, and it's plain for writing on. There's this other piece of scrapbook paper, and it's got this beautiful sticker, foiled sticker of the rose, and that's also plain on the back for writing. And then I made this tag out of card scrapbook paper, and it's got this beautiful like Art Deco lady with these flowers here. And then you can write on the back of that one also. So lots of writing space in here. And this is seam binding that's tied in the top. And then this is the back. And then on this side, this is where the paper was stored, the part of the folio where the paper was stored. So I have this piece of real old ledger paper. It's really thick. And I put this German die cut of a rose on it. And I'm not sure if you can see, but it's glittered. And then also in this pocket is this little booklet I made with that carnation paper and some of that old lace. And then it's got old ledger paper in it. So there's several sheets of this ledger paper in this little booklet, and that's also tucked in here. And so this journal, when it's filled, will get nice and chubby. So I do have an elastic to put around the outside. And I think when this fills up, it's going to be one of those ones that feels really good to hold because it's going to get like nice and plump. But it is flexible because it is just a folio, like a cardstock folio. It's not like totally loose, but it will bend a little bit and get nice and chubby. So guys, I cannot keep all the journals I'm making, so I am going to put this one in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in purchasing it, the link will be below. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm having so much fun making themed journals, but like I said, I just cannot keep them all. I have so many journals of my own that I'm starting that I want somebody else to enjoy a journal of their own. So I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.